I'm glad you're here. Like you missed our little conversation earlier. We'll keep it brief, but Taylor and I argue that in the Avatar movies, we are pro-human and we want that planet to be raped, pillaged, climatized for us, terraformed, and then populated, and the blue people be damned. I'm all for a genocide, preferably a virus that only kills them. And Woody is all like, morally, it's wrong. They live in harmony, and you just come in with your mean bulldozers.
When you think about the Russians invading Ukraine, who's right and who's wrong?
If the Ukraine was populated by blue people, I would be helping the Russians.
If there was
if Ukraine had unobtanium and space whales, then we're taking it. That's
then
it.
We would do. If there was a nugget in Ukraine,
like, you know what?
I would say
Russian. I'm pro-Russian, so I think going into another country, killing the men and raping the women and stealing the toilets for some reason and the children is fine, because as long as it's good for me, I don't have a problem with it. That would be the parallel argument.
You've made your point.
Here's why Avatar gets too complicated for me is I don't even know why we're there. Because in the first movie we wanted unobtanium, and I don't remember why. Why do we want unobtanium?
Superconductors for space travel, I think.
Special magnetic properties.
And then I watched the second movie, and I'm like, they must still want unobtanium. They're like, no. Now we got to cut open these fucking whales. I'm like, well, what's in the whales? And they're like, goo that makes you live forever. I'm like, you got dune whales? Oh my, yeah, fucking get at those dune whales. What do you mean? And now in the third movie, they got to fight volcano people. Is there something in the fucking volcano now? what's in the volcano?
In the next one?
Yeah. The first one is Avatar riding dragons. The second one is Avatar riding whales. And the third one is Avatar, look at all these fucking volcano people. I don't know what the next one is.
They live in the woods or something, though.
No, that's the thing.
That was the first movie. Those were the woods ones. That's your Earth.
No, they were the flying ones. There are ground-based terrestrial ones, too. They're stronger than the flying ones you're thinking of. They're like muscular.
Okay.
The flying ones are kind of lanky.
Okay. And I bet the reason they live on those floating chunks of land is because it's unobtanium and it's like a room temperature superconductor that's levitating up there, and that's the whole deal. So basically, we're talking about levitation, anti-gravity technology that we can create from a room temperature fucking superconductor that's that powerful. So yeah, it's like crazy futuristic technology for us. Apparently, in the lore, Earth is wrecked. So Vito, are you team Kumbaya? Let's coexist with the Fern Gully people, or are you team? Let's stomp those Smurf bitches into paste and see how it tastes.
Well, I mean, like, it's the old question of like, how long have you guys been here? Millions of years. We've coexisted with the planet. You're like, and you're building like huts out of vines and shit. Like, did you ever think about making concrete? Maybe like making a brick. They're like, we don't got time for that. We're too busy hooking our brains up to each other and fucking in cyberspace. And you're like, well, kind of seems like you guys are just hedonistic fucking tribal people. Like you had all this time to build a society, and your society is, we find an animal and we jam our brainstem into the animal, and then it's like our slave or something. And you're like, I feel like you haven't created any real. Do you have any books or anything? No,
they're not big on writing. They're not big on.
We've got a tree. Have you seen our tree?
It's the old man. It's the. But here's the thing: is I heard, and I don't know if this is true because I haven't seen the new Avatar. I've heard that maybe it is like a little subversive. Like, you know how they have the big glowing world fucking sentience at the center of the planet or whatever.
Yeah.
I heard a rumor that like maybe that thing is actually like a parasite that crash landed there, and it's been subtly influencing the blue people. And I'm like, no, but I don't think that's true. Because that's way too cool and would actually like advance the plot. I think it's just, hey, look at these blue people. Now there's fire this time. Like, and there's not. Have you heard the way James Cameron's talking about the future Avatar movies whenever they ask him?
He wants to make even more.
Oh, there's supposed to be six.
No. Well, there were supposed to be 6, but now they're interviewing him, and the way he's talking about it, he's like, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm like, oh, he gave up. He's done. Like,
no, it's the studio. Like he had a hard time getting
Cameron like have a huge amount of sway with like intelligence agencies or something, because there is no way that he keeps making these movies that are
they all make money
$2
though.
billion.
They all make money,
and then And then nobody
who this guy
talks
is,
about
right?
it. Nobody talks about these movies. Nobody has ever spoken to me about, have you seen the new Avatar?
If
Ever.
you look at the list of like the top 5 or 6 grossing films of all time, he's got like 3 or 4 of them. Titanic.
Yeah, Titanic is in there. I'll watch that someday. I'm sure it's good.
It's
don't be sure.
I won't watch it.
It's not bad. She's got nice titties. Look, I heard he had a hard time getting the third one greenlit, and he literally said in the meeting, "You don't want to make another $2 billion?" And they were like, "Actually,
good argument.
Actually, he wins." And they're making a third one. Look, I hope they keep making the money. I'm glad that there's something outside of the Marvel verse and the constant rehash of rebooting shit. I'm glad that it exists.
But why this? Of all the
things,
is
the third one out?
Yeah.
See, I don't think it's doing well. We'll see. Maybe
here's the thing that I read up on is every Avatar movie comes out the gate slow as hell for some reason. And then for some reason, the last 2 Avatar movies, people go, yeah, hey, we should go see that fucking Avatar. Hey, we watch them blue people run around. And then for no reason, just all of a sudden makes $1 billion. And Hollywood's
Cameron,
like, wow.
He came out and said, if this movie does flop, I'll hold a press conference and tell you what 4 and 5 would have been. Yeah.
All I know is like the great tragedy of my life is that James Cameron, while working on these Avatar movies, let everything else fucking fall apart. Where he's like, yeah, I'll just let another guy make a Terminator movie where in the first 5 minutes, young John Connor gets shot in the face. Like, what did you do that? What the fuck?
You didn't like that?
It's Edward Furlong. I love that kid. Oh boy, we solved the His fucking head gets blown off.
Dude, it looked so real.
Yeah.
It looked like Edward Furlong, and then a real looking. I don't know if it was a Schwarzenegger.
Arnold. Yeah, no, it was an Arnold. And Arnold.
The de-aging is pretty fucking good at this point. Like it's definitely at that point where you can give like 60 and 70-year-old actors another 10 years at the wheel, like just looking old. But when they rewind all the way, it's pretty fucking good. Like that Edward Furlong that they had in that Terminator movie, it was like, that's him. They brought back the kid from 1992. They look good.
How did they do it? Did they have an actor very similar and modify him? Is that?
I think
they just face track on top of a kid. You know, you just have a kid.
Okay.
And then you just face track on top.
The Terminator franchise has been shit for so long. I don't think outside the first 2, I don't think any of them are worth watching.
Somebody told me the TV show was actually like solid.
Summer Glau plays the evil Terminator, and she has like a dance background, like ballet or something at a high level. And so she's sort of a like, I don't know. She's a version of the Terminator that's a little different. She also was in the Serenity movie, I think. She was the girl that was like, she was the one who was like dancing around, kicking the shit out of everybody in that bar.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, maybe so. I just know the actress's name. I've only seen that movie once though. But anyway, she was in that Terminator TV show, and it was on Fox at the time, and at a time when like I was finally making my own like TV decisions, and I was a big fan of the show. I liked it. I don't know if I'd like it now, but yeah, the whole universe has gone to shit. I thought 3 was stupid. They tried to make it so like goofy and quirky. It's a lady Terminator. She gets pulled over by a cop, and so she makes her tits like huge to get out of the ticket.
That's 3?
Yes.
Yeah, 3 was where she was poured in that red bodysuit.
Yeah, she's played by Christiana Loken.
Oh, okay, I'm following.
And at the end of the movie, the Terminator puts John Connor in a bunker or something, and he's like,
"Talk to the hand.
Judgment Day is happening. You guys, it's gonna be Judgment Day." And then,
now that twist,
and then geeky kid somehow turns into Christian Bale from being in a bunker, and you're like, "How did the fuck that happen?" That kid was a nerd.
He must have had a full gym down there. bunch of John Wayne movies or something.
Yeah.
No, that was a good twist because like Schwarzenegger's like, we gotta stop Judgment Day again, and he's kind of buying into it, and then at the end he's like, Judgment Day can't be stopped. I've been driving you to a bunker, not to the enemy. Live, John Connor, and like sacrifices himself.
I love you, Terminator. No.
Like, how many times is that going to happen? I mean, it's a time travel.
Well, that was
movie.
the weird thing with the new one is that like James Cameron was like, well, I had to kill John Connor. And I'm like, no, you don't have to kill John Connor. You could have had him not be, you could have said, he stopped that future and went off and lived his normal life. Like, no, I had to shoot fucking little John Connor in the head 2 seconds into the movie. And I'm like, well, then
the Christian,
I don't understand.
The Christian Bale Terminator movie that's in the future, in the like time when the machines have taken over and he's fighting in the resistance, I thought had so much potential, but then they just did the same thing all over again and made it stupid.
Well, do you know what the original ending for that movie was supposed to be before they pussied out?
That it was going to turn out John Connor was a Terminator the whole time or something?
It was going to turn out, well, remember there's like the Terminator, I forget who he's played by, who's like, looks like a human or whatever, and he like is John Connor's friend or whatever.
Yeah.
So John Connor was going to die, and he was basically going to go to this Terminator and be like, you're John Connor moving forward. Like John Connor's an idea, not a man. Like the world needs a John Connor, and that is you. And then he was going to pick up like a radio broadcast, be like, "We're the resistance. We gotta stop the Terminators.
If you can hear this,
if you can
you're
hear
the
this."
resistance." That's a pretty good line. My name's John Connor, and if you can hear this,
John Connor,
you are the resistance. That's fucking good. So you can hear a little bit of that Christian Bale, a little bit of that in the background. Like he doesn't sound like he grew up in California.
It almost sounds like you're doing Jason Statham.
Oh, Jason Statham's much lower.
You're telling me
that I gotta. Jason Statham is the car rental man.
What you're telling me is I gotta deliver this little girl to him by 5 p.m. this evening. All right. Well, I need a. You can call me a bit of a transporter.
Oh wait, that's the other movie.